Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our start to finish journal using the Ferns and Mushroom digital kit by Artie Mays. Today we're going to start by working on the cover again. Last time we covered the 9x12 envelope with the green masking tape, green masking paper from Home Depot. Well, today we're going to work on the inside for a bit. We're going to adhere this piece of fabric that I turned into paper almost using heat and bond and tissue paper. And so we're going to attach it, trim it down to size, and then depending on how wet it is, we may start decorating the cover. If it's too wet to work with, then we will go back to working on our signature. I did make a couple changes and tweaks to the signature, but I'll show you that when we get there. So let's flip this over and get started. So again, I will be using the Liquitex matte gel medium that I got at Hobby Lobby, and that's what I used on the front of the cover. And like I said before, you can also use Mod Podge or whatever your favorite adhesive is. I just happen to like this one, and I'm gonna cover the entire. Oh, you know what? I should have my mat under here. Let me grab that real quick. And here we go. That way I don't mess up my desk cover. And here we go. Again, you want to make sure to get your edges. That way you get a nice good contact between the two surfaces. But I am also going to stitch around, so in this case getting super close isn't too important, but I still like it to be properly stuck down. So, oh my goodness, it's been quite a busy morning. It's now afternoon here. I am on the East Coast in South Florida. And oh my goodness, I've been working away trying to figure out what direction I want to take with this journal. And one of my main problems is just too much stuff. I've been a paper crafter for, good grief, 17 years. I started in scrapbooking and moved to card making and then to mini albums, which I still make. I love making those. And then into junk journaling. And so over the years, I've acquired quite the collection. At least I call it a collection. My husband calls this my craft room, the place where stuff goes to disappear. But, you know, whatever. I know some of you ladies know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's so hard when you accumulate so much stuff, and it makes it hard to decide what to use. And then I do have the tendency to hoard stuff, especially if I really like it. Then, you know, I can't use it, because if I use it, I won't have it anymore. So that does pose a problem. But finally, here we are. Let's see. Let's get that going. And I hope the fan isn't too loud. I have that going behind me because it is a fairly hot day today. And I needed the little extra help to cool down. There I go, hitting the microphone again. Sorry about that. Okay. my daughter was off sick from school the last 2 days, and she's finally back in school today. So hopefully I don't get the call saying, "Mommy, can you please pick me up?" Which is what she tends to do because she doesn't want to stay home. So she forces herself to go. And then when she goes, she doesn't feel well. So then I get the call. But hopefully that doesn't happen today. Okay, let's see. I want to get this on as straight as I can. I did cut the liner to be a little bit bigger than the cover. So let's see. Let's see if I can flip this over. There we go. And then press it in. Perfect. Let's go back to this side. And if you have a brayer or a, something that you can use to get all the air out, that would work well. But I'm just going to use my hand and try to get all the air out and get it completely stuck down. And I just noticed I can see through my fabric. But whatever. Is what it is. We'll find a way to camouflage that later. But let's see. Let's flip it over again. I'm going to move this just for a second so I don't have to worry about getting wet glue on the front cover. I'm going to push it in real good. Again, paying close attention to the edges. Alright, and I want to get it to start folding a little bit so that we can make sure even after folding that the fabric stays down properly. I probably should have made my fold before, but we're gonna do it now. There we go. And then we go back in, make sure that the fabric stays down instead of buckling. Where's my bone folder? Oh, here it is. There we go. We want to make sure that the fabric stays flat when we fold. See, we're getting a little bit of buckling right here. There we go. Okay, now that's going to take just a little bit to dry. So in the meantime, I'm going to try to trim around the cover. I want to get as close as I can to the edge without wrecking my cover. Let's see. Let's see how I do here. And I am not the world's straightest cutter, so this should be interesting. Okay, I'm just going to use the edge to guide me. And I am gonna take it slowly. So if you want to fast forward through this, go right ahead. I won't be offended. Oh, there goes my alarm. I always forget to turn it off before, but oh well. Let's make sure I put my phone on silent so it doesn't ring. Alright. And I'll try this side. There we go. It's not too bad. Let's get longer sides. I can see wet glue getting in my scissors. Maybe I should have waited for it to dry. But oh well. Let's check and make sure that we're still nicely and smoothly stuck down. Let's get the glue spread. I can feel it here. Okay. And one last side. Let's get here. Okay. And here we go. I want to try to keep these videos to around 30 minutes or so. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on the clock. I went over last time, but that's okay. It wasn't by too much. But hopefully I can get a decent amount done in each 30-minute section. Oh, wait. I'm making a mess here. There we go. Okay. Hopefully I can get a lot done within that time frame. If not, I may have to make the videos just a little bit longer, but we'll see. I am going to just try to shoot for 30 minutes. And okay, that's done. Let's get this moved. And again, smooth that out. Let's try to fold this again without causing any ruffles. Let's get that pressed down and open. And I need my glasses to see. Okay. And then we press down again, making sure the fabric stays flat onto the envelope or cover as it is now. And okay. Smooth that out. And all right. So here we go. And this is our cover. Nice. Now when the glue dries, I will stitch around the outside edge doing a zigzag stitch, but in the meantime, let's see if we can decorate the cover a little bit. I went through my napkins and my papers here, and I found this Tim Holtz tissues or tissue papers. I don't know what he calls it, but it is by Tim Holtz, and I kind of liked it, so we're gonna use pieces of this. Let me grab my regular scissors here. I want to get again, not the best cutter, but we're gonna start with this piece here right in the middle. And I think I like that right up front. I don't want straight edges, so let's tear this a little bit, tear off the straight edge. And let's see. Oops. Birdie lost his tail. Oh well. This is just for a little background on the cover. I may end up putting stuff over it, so it doesn't really matter. I just don't want straight edges on here. There we go. It's still a little too straight for my liking. Oh well, okay. So we will start with this, and let's see. There we go. Wait, a little bit further up. Okay. Get that started. Get a little bit more glue up top. Oh, that was a bit too much. I tend to be very heavy-handed with glue. I try not to be, but it happens. Okay, just smush this down into the glue. And let's see. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Kind of like this whole image. I'm not going to tear it apart, but let's see if I can get around the bird. Let's see, we're just about 20 minutes, so we have another 10 minutes to go. So let's see if I can get a move on here. Yeah. Doing a terrible job tearing this. A little bit more off the edge here. All right, we'll get this down. And whatever hangs over, we'll just trim off later. And let's see here. Just grab a couple extra pieces and just get them on. So I'm not the world's greatest collager, but we'll see. Hang on. Some music or pieces of music paper that I had cut up earlier. Let's get some of that on here. See how we like it. Get the straight edge off. Oh, that's not sticking. Oh well. Alright, let's see what else we have here. Here, get rid of the straight edge on this side. And get a little bit more glue. So I will probably be putting a lace trim on the side, but just in case I don't, let's go here. Oops. Okay. Excuse me. Trying to get over a cough here. There's a really bad flu going around, and of course I got it, but it's all good. Here we go. Let's get the excess off the edge. I'm just tearing. There we go. Okay. And let's see. There is pieces of music, and I like this number right here on the edge. So let's see if I can get that going some more. I kind of like the bird cage. I don't want to cover that up. There we go. Let's see here. You can probably get in just a little bit more music right here. Get rid of that straight edge. All right. I think we'll set this aside to dry for a bit. Right, let's see if I can fit anything else right up on top. One more piece. Okay, after this dries, we can ink it up a little bit and distress it a little more. And that way it'll look a little bit more cohesive. And then I can work on the other side. I may do the other side off camera just in the interest of time, but that's what we have so far. And get my brush and water, and then let's get rid of all these little bits and pieces. Okay. And here, then we can set this aside to dry, and then we'll see what we have to work with. But that's gonna be the front. We haven't done anything yet on the back, and the inside is still sticking nicely. Okay, let's move this over. And we're at 27 minutes. All right, before I call it a day, I will just give you, let me close this up, just a quick overview of what I did since the last time with the signatures. I took 2 of the pages, stitched top and bottom, so this will be a pocket. And I did that also with the Edith Holden paper. So that's 2 pockets. And let's see, everything else was trimmed down to size. Where is it? Okay, here's the bag. So this side will be a pocket. I need to cut a notch out. And this side I'm not going to open. I'm just going to use it as a page. And we tore those the last time, and I trimmed this down so it'll fit in the signature. And I also trimmed down the music sheet. And I think that's about all I did. So the next time it'll be put together in the signature, and then we can start decorating the pages, and I'll find some trim that we can put on the ends, and we'll continue working on the cover. So that'll be it for today. We're just under 30 minutes, and I will see you again next time. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and check the bell so that you're notified whenever I put in a new video. And I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.